You're just a big, fat panda.
I'm not a big fat panda. I'm the big fat panda. Skadoosh.
Hello and welcome to Big Fat Panda Show number 44. Today's special guest is Daniel Cisneros. He wrote a book called Disney, Tale of the Tape, Theme Park Boxing. I am proud to say I am a part of his publication. More on that later. Let's thank my exclusive sponsor, David's Vacation Club Rentals at dvcrentals.com. They have had me very busy making new videos of different room categories of DVC. When you get a chance, if you're looking for a vacation, look at dvcrentals.com. So the big news is Rivers of Light opened up. I liked it. I really liked it. I'm not sure if I loved it, but listen, here's the whole thing. It's really beautiful. It's got great visuals. I'm going to show you a clip of it in a moment. What I think it lacked for me is a story, and we know Disney is all about story. Story. And I think there is a story there. There's like a animals versus, not versus, but animals and light. Actually, I don't know if there's a story. I kind of looked for it. It's about nature. It's beautiful. You got to make your own opinion on this, and it's definitely something to see at Disney's Animal Kingdom. I'm getting more and more excited about Pandora, Avatar opening up in the Animal Kingdom. I really am looking forward to this land. They keep giving out these little snippet videos. Here's one of them just to give you a taste.
When people visit Pandora, the first thing that hits them is the scope. It's a world. It's the only place where you can fly on a banshee. It's a thrill. You're gonna plunge, you're gonna dive, you're gonna swoop. It's like dreaming with your eyes wide open.
I look forward to seeing you on Pandora. Well, not te kamea.
I will be going to the media event at the end of May, and we'll have everything on bigfatpanda.com for you. Also, over at Disney Springs, Paddlefish opened up. This was the ferry boat that, I'm not into seafood, so I forget the name. What was it? The Fulton's Crab House? So I went, and it smelled of fish a lot, but I had to tell you, they had some really good beef dishes, and I spoke to the chef, and he told me about some of the non-seafood items they have for those of you that do not like seafood.
We have a regular fillet is 10 ounces. We have a petite fillet for those that don't have quite the appetite but still want a steak. We have the bone-in, 24-ounce bone-in gray short rib.
Oh wow! Okay. There's a lot of stuff going on.
A lot of stuff.
It's not just like one option that's not seafood. There's a lot.
Oh, there's a lot, and then we also have a vegan dish as well.
Wow. Okay. Awesome. Sticking with food, something very special happened to me and some friends over at Pecos Bill in Frontierland in the Magic Kingdom. They have this $90 nacho dish. Now, before you freak out, $90 for nachos, you can split it with like 10 people, and it's unlimited, includes beverage. It's like $10 a person then if it's 9 people, but they accept annual pass, 20% off. It becomes like, I think it was $72 or $74. Again, it's a complete meal. It's only between 3 p.m. and 6 p.m., and you have to request it, but they do a big deal. It's really, I would definitely call it dinner theater. The cast member that we had, Bob, was awesome. Shout out to you, Bob. You were awesome.
Welcome to Pecos, folks. What can I get for you? Secret nachos. The secret nachos? You guys have heard about the secret nachos? You mean Nachos Real Grande? Yes. Oh my goodness, you guys are in for a treat. Nachos Real Grande is a lot of food and a lot of fun. So what we do- What time is it if it isn't yours? It's nacho time! Woo! Wow! Alright, got it, my friend. Thank you! Then we have for Inside the Magic was over here.
That's crazy. You got one for BigFatPanda.com?
What is yours?
Everybody should visit BigFatPanda.com.
Thank you. Alright, spokesman. That's
It happened.
Disney junkie.
I feel so accomplished. I never graduated from high school, but I got this.
It's better than a GED. Tintin Frontilla! My good friends over here have just completed Nachos Real Grande! Woo! Yeah! So on the count of 3, I need your loudest, your proudest, your wildest, your craziest yeah! This side of the Rio Grande. 1, 2, 3, yeah!
So if you get a chance, go have some nachos. Even I will go again. Get some people together. Call me. I can be bribed. It's really good. It was an awesome experience. Back over to Disney Springs. There's the D-Living store. It's like across from Sephora. It's not meant to stay in one state, this store. It's ever changing. So I guess as different movies come out and different themes, they will change the store up. Right now it's Beauty and the Beast themed. It is pretty awesome. Just take a peek at the D-Living store. We're actually going to do Corinne's Mouse-A-Holics merchandise segment from there in just a little bit. Now, hopping over to the studios, One Man's Dream also has some Beauty and the Beast stuff on display, like Belle's dress and stuff like that. They also now have a meet and greet in the back in some room that wasn't there before. Like they broke out the wall and made a room. Moana is there. Really cool meet and greet with Moana. She stays in character. She's pretty awesome.
He's still not here yet. I think he got lost a little bit, or he just decided he doesn't want to show up.
He could be flying.
Yes, I hear he does like to fly by here and just visit us a couple of times. But I think it's just so he can hear us talk about it.
Because his hook is good now.
Yes, it's good. It's good. Don't worry about that.
I also love the meet and greet area at Epcot. I went with my little nephew Dominic, and he just loves the characters. Listen, he is definitely my blood. He loves them so much that the characters, you could almost see they want to come out of character and tell us, like, wow, this kid is just... They look at us and they go, like, they make hearts, like, oh gosh, because he kisses their nose. Just watch how Dominic loves the characters, please. Indulge me.
Who are you talking to, Dom? Who? Mickey who?
Mickey Mouse.
Are we all doing it?
Yeah.
picture, everybody.
All right, let's take a picture.
Go on, Dom.
Smile, cheese.
Oh boy, Dom. Go get it, Dom.
So another great thing that happened this month, it's been just a great month. My friend Brendan Dubrock invited a bunch of people, including myself, to a Illuminations fireworks cruise. Now, I have seen Illuminations enough times where, you know, the excitement level for me just isn't there that much. But you go over to the Yacht and Beach Club Marina, pick up the pontoon boat, drive around a little bit prior to it, have some snacks on the boat. We had to have a blanket because it was chilly. And then we watched Illuminations from the World Showcase Lagoon in a boat. The excitement level now went from a 5 to a 10 because Illuminations now became beautiful and different and relaxing. So much fun. I think it's about $349. Again, get some people together. Do something different at Disney. If you keep thinking, oh, we keep doing the same thing, there are a lot of new, different things to do at Disney. Do they all cost money? Absolutely. But what doesn't? Something else is changing. Wishes is going away. Everybody's gonna cry. I love Wishes. Wishes has been around forever. It is the quintessential end of the night Magic Kingdom fireworks spectacular. Unlike Rivers of Light, it has all the feels for me. There's a story, there's emotion. I'm attached to the characters. But I am ready for something new. Happily Ever After debuts May 12th. Disney Parks put out a little video. I'm going to show it to you now. It's worth seeing. It gets me very excited about what's to come.
Happily Ever After is our newest spectacular at Magic Kingdom. This show takes our audience on an incredible journey in search of Happily Ever After. The show is supported by a beautiful musical score that we just recorded in London.
Overall, really good. We're just going to need to tighten up a little bit rhythmically. Happily Ever After takes the listener on a musical journey.
The story of friendship, the story of perseverance, of overcoming obstacles, and then ultimately victory. It was fantastic to arrange this and come together here with the orchestra.
I think what's been best about this project is just this collaborative process we've had in working with the team that's doing the visuals. It's been inspiring. The stuff they're doing on the castle is something I've never seen before. That's been an inspiring thing in terms of the music.
Right now, animators are finishing up the drawings that will be placed upon the castle, bringing our characters to life in a new and exciting way.
It's just fun to play with these characters in a completely different context than the original film, but certainly harken back to the original film.
And our pyrotechnics team is designing a show that will light up the sky like it's never been seen before.
I think the emotions for me is all those things that you felt the first time you came to Magic Kingdom. You know, the wonder and the excitement, sometimes a little scary, but ultimately just a profound sense of magic. There's really no other way to put it, and this is a magical show.
This show is going to blow everyone away. We cannot wait to share this with our audiences later this year.
Doesn't that look awesome? I mean, when I hear the music, it sounds great. I see that they're going to now incorporate the projections, and it doesn't sound like they're going to skimp on the fireworks either, according to that video. Okay, so now let's go back to the D-Living store and let's look at some merchandise with Corinne Andersson in another segment of Mouse-A-Holics.
Hi Hi everybody and welcome to Mouse-A-Holics. My name is Corinne Andersson and today I'm going to take you into the new shop, D Living, who is currently themed to Beauty and the Beast, the new live action movie that's debuting March 17th. We're going to pick up some of my favorite merchandise in there, so come along. So with the new live action movie, we of course get new merchandise. And you may have already bought the animated Lumiere figurine, but now there's a new live action one. It's right here, it's limited edition and $149.99. So one of my other picks for this month is Beauty and the Beast themed tea. Isn't this just precious? So when you want to have your own little Mrs. Potts and Ship tea party at home, you have to pick these up. They're also available in the UK Pavilion at Epcot. So the D Living shop does not feature only merchandise from the live action movie, but also from the animated movie, like this new Beauty and the Beast frame. So when you do take your picture with Belle and Beast of Magic Kingdom, you need this perfect frame to put them in. So that was the favorite picks for this month. Make sure to come back to Big Fat Panda Show next month for even more merchandise picks. And for merchandise every day, visit Disney Lifestylers on Instagram. Cheers!
So my exclusive sponsor has been keeping me very busy. Who's my exclusive sponsor? You don't know? It's dvcrentals.com, a wonderful company. On their website, there is a price calculator. You can go right on there again and tell them what resort you want, what date you want. The price they give you is exactly what you would pay. There's no hidden charges. They have their own channel, their own YouTube channel. Like I have bigfatpanda.com. They have youtube.com/DVC Rentals. I make those videos there. Go and look at them. I really work hard on them. They are nice room and resort videos there. We just did a Grande villa at the Boardwalk. Now, most people will probably want a studio, a 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom, but the Grande villa, which has 3 bedrooms plus the living room, it's something to behold. Prize for this month, again, is a Panda shirt. We have a girl shirt and a guy shirt to give away. To be in the running for the shirt, you have to give this video a thumbs up. Please be subscribed to bigfatpanda.com and put any comment on this video, please. And now, let's get to our special guest. And I'm here with Daniel Cisneros, a boxing judge and big Disney fan, and yes, I will give him the hug.
Oh, the Panda
Sometimes
hug.
I forget,
All right.
yes.
Don't squeeze too hard, I'm very delicate. All right.
So did I pronounce that right? Cisneros?
Cisneros.
From Las Cruces?
Daniel Cisneros. Yeah.
Las Cruces, New Mexico.
Las Cruces, New Mexico.
Okay. Dan, we will get into this. Disney Tale of the Tape. And I'm a little biased with this book because I'm in it as a judge. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, Daniel was a boxing judge.
Yes.
Give me a little bit about that. You're the guy at there's a boxing ring. You're one of the guys, I'm a little new to this, outside the ring, calling the shots of what you think landed and who won.
Exactly. Yeah, you just go each round. You're watching the bout. There's different ways to judge a boxing match. You know, some people like a little more power. Some people like speed. It's what you like. But there are rules to follow. And you judge each round. And as the round ends, you turn in the scorecard. And you turn it into the commissioners, and at the end of the bout, add them up. What do the 3 judges have? That's the winner.
Okay, that's something you taught me. There's 3 judges all the time.
Yes.
And the reason I said, well, why do they all score it differently? If it's, scientific, technically, shouldn't they all be getting the same thing? And you told me.
Yes. Well, there's 2 different things. One is the judges are sitting on 3 different sides of the ring. If the square ring, 1 judge here, 1 judge here, 1 judge here. You got 2 boxers. Boxer's back is to you. I'm sitting here looking up, and the boxers are going to town. But all I'm seeing is the back of one boxer. I don't know what's scoring and what's not.
That makes perfect
The
sense.
judges on the two sides of the ring, they're seeing everything. So
Why
they're-
not 4 judges, one for every side?
I don't know. It's always been that way.
Okay. All right,
It's
just-
I guess they want an odd number to hopefully,
Okay.
you know.
I'm just
2
thinking there's
out of
always
3.
one side that is just kind of out there.
Yeah. Another thing is it's really subjective. You know, like I said, some judges will give a little bit more to aggression, and some judges will give it a little bit more to defense and slickness, you know. And so most good commissions will try to match up a team of judges that kind of are on the same page.
Be honest, and you don't have to give names. Have you seen some bias where you know, not, you know, Joe likes this boxer, and he's always given Joe the upper points?
Well, I wouldn't say I've ever seen real bias, but one thing that could happen, it never happened to me, of course, is your hometown guy is losing, and there's, you know, 10,000 screaming, rabid fans, and you know when that score gets announced, you got to get out of that arena somehow. It kind of can weigh on your mind.
They know who the judges
It can
are.
weigh on your mind. But I got to say that luckily our hometown guys always did good, so I never had to fight my way out of the arena. That was
Okay,
good.
so from boxing to Disney, when did your love for Disney start?
Oh boy, and that's in the book too.
Because you're like 25 or 26, I'm guessing, in your age.
You're talking about how many years I like Disney or
No,
age? I don't look a day over 80, right? No, I'm 57. but-
When did you start loving Disney?
Well, I grew up in Los Angeles, so of course Disneyland.
Okay.
You know, every time it's in the book too. Every time you get company from out of town, where do they want to go?
I remember you
Disneyland or the beach. I like Disneyland better than the beach because I can't swim, and you know. But anyway, Disneyland was just. I couldn't wait for company to come because that's when Mom and Dad would pack us up and go to Disneyland, and I just fell in love with it.
How old are you about your first time to Disneyland?
My first time, I almost died at Disneyland, according to what my mom tells me. Yeah, a babysitter took me to Disneyland. I can't believe I'm telling this story.
No, this is good. This is good.
Apparently, the babysitter had me in the stroller, and they were working on some windows on Main Street, and the plate glass window fell.
You could have owned Disneyland.
I could have owned Disneyland or been buried in the Haunted Mansion. But anyway, apparently the babysitter jumped and pushed the stroller out of the way just in time. Plate glass window fell. Could have been the end right there.
And
Like I
no,
said,
do you remember if anything Disney did anything for you and the babysitter, or was it a non-issue?
I wouldn't remember, but
Right.
I've been told that everything was fine, so I guess they just didn't think of it.
I think there's a lot more to that story. I think the babysitter was trying to kill him and had
Babysitter probably got lifetime passes and
There
never
was-
told my mom, so I
there
don't
was,
know.
There was no problem with the window. If you hear laughing in the background, his wife Tammy is listening to this.
She's Tammy, yeah. She's my support. She's my
You know,
my
he's been
biggest
smiling.
fan.
Tammy said before he started, "Smile, Dan. Make sure you smile." You've been smiling a lot.
Well, that's because I'm with the Panda.
Okay, that's
I
just
can't
good.
believe I'm in the Panda cave. This is
good.
awesome.
We did plan this for a
Oh my
while.
gosh.
And the book, we're going to get into the book now. First, let me get more about Disney. Okay, so then, when did you move from Los Angeles to, do you go from Los Angeles to Las Cruces, New Mexico?
Yeah, well then, actually, you see, my wife Tammy and I went to the same high school.
You've been married 38 years, by the way.
How did you know?
You told me.
Oh, it's in the book. No, I told you in the car. That's right.
Tammy, you met her in high school.
We met in high school. Yeah.
It's a great story, and she's a wonderful lady. You can't see her, but she is.
Yeah, she is a wonderful lady, and
We'll put a picture of her.
We went to grad night together, and a year later, she loved Disneyland so much she married me. So
Was
it
it
worked.
really you both? It wasn't that she already loved Disney. Nobody had to put their love for Disney onto the other.
No, I think she didn't really seem to be like, you know, well, actually both of us were not really into Disney as much like we are now. But I know she liked Disney because she was ready to go to the grad night and she seemed to really enjoy it. But I think our love for Disney has, you know, grown more now. I mean, now we're all in. We just love it.
How often
We
do you
don't-
come to Disney World?
Often. What, maybe 3, 4 times a year, every
Okay,
chance
now-
we get.
And here's a shameless plug. I have to do it. He uses David's Vacation Club Rentals.
We're here right now on David's Club Rental.
And how was the experience?
We've done it 3 times, and I recommend it to everybody. John, I'm serious. I'm not
I
just
know.
saying that.
I tell it all the time.
You can't beat it.
And how nice it is to have a sponsor, you know, for me to get paid from that that does something that's really good. You know, sometimes you get desperate and you would have to choose somebody that isn't good. I wouldn't do that. So I'm
Right.
so glad to represent a company that's awesome.
I understand. Yes, I
So
love
I'm so
these.
glad to hear that. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so now how do you decide to write this book? And the book takes his love for boxing because Disney Tale of the Tape is literally a boxing match between attractions. And they don't necessarily have to be like a boat attraction to a boat attraction. It could be the what is it, Cinderella's Royal Carousel, or is it, no, it's Prince Charming.
Prince Charming Royal Carousel against Stitch's Great Escape.
Right, and people would say, well, that's not a good matchup. It actually is a fun thing to judge. What do you like better? And it breaks it down to I'm sorry, we break it down, put it up here.
The old saying in boxing is, John, styles make fights.
But what are the breakdown? It was one is the appearance, or is it the environment of where you are?
Yeah, there's different categories like the Q, Imagineering and like technology. I can't remember the exact categories in that exact match because different matches have different categories. Yeah,
okay.
They do change up. They do change up.
So how did this come about where you wrote
Okay, yeah, it's amazing the way it happened. I started with a blog, DisneyFountainOfYouth.blogspot.com. It's my blog. I'm still doing it.
DisneyFountainOfYouth.blogspot.com.
That's it.
It's right up there. What color is it?
Yellow.
How did you know?
Because
That's awesome.
Because it is. So I started with that, and I didn't think much of it because everybody has a blog, but I thought it'd be fun. I wanted to express my love for Disney, and so that happened. And Bob McLean, he's the publisher of Theme Park Press.
I've had a lot of people here that have a book on Theme Park Press.
Yeah. Oh well, if you're for Disney books, you can't beat it. And before I was had ever written this book, I used to buy the books and read them myself because I just love them. I mean, there's amazing books. But he got wind of it somehow, and he approached me, and he had a website at the time called Disney Dispatch, Disney Tale of the Tape, matching up attractions and snacks and restaurants, and I thought that sounds really fun. So
what did you do? Dole Whip and Premium Mickey?
Yeah,
Mouse?
they're one of the originals from the column, and they're in the book.
I figured
it's
that
in the
was
book. Yeah, I carried it over to the book. That was a good matchup. I mean, that's a tasty matchup. So the column ran for about a year. Disney Dispatch. He sold it, I think, and it kind of died out. He went into the publishing business. I retired from the post office after 30 long years. Oh.
You're the person that we wait on line for?
The mail must go through. I was the mailman. I was the guy running from your dog.
All right.
Well, you have cats, but I mean people that have dogs.
My cats
and I have been bit a few times, but that's another story, another book. Anyway, where was I? So then he got a hold of it and he said, I had retired. I'm sitting there minding my own business. And here comes an email. How would you like to write a book based on your column? I thought, well, the column was fun, but would that be book worthy? I don't know. But I talked it over with my wife, and she said, I think it'd be pretty good. So I said, okay, let's give it a try. And so it was born.
It's a very different read. A lot of books want to tell you advice on where to go and what hotel to stay at and how to approach the park and when you should go to the bathroom and when you should eat lunch and what time to go on the ride. Totally great and different. And what's nice is that you can pick it up, read a little bit, put it back down, pick it up again. You don't have to go through it at once because it's nice, digestible pieces of bouts.
That's the way it turned out. I'm really pleased with that. Yeah, John, I really believe there's not another book like it. Because I've read a lot of Disney books. There's guidebooks and there's trip reports, memoirs, but a boxing match book? Come on. But it's not a boxing book. It's amazing. It's boxing themed, but it's really for Disney fans. And I know it's only Disney fans that can really appreciate it. In fact, I think I told you my parents, 89 and 86, couldn't wait for my book to come out. When they got it, Mom came over and said, do you think anybody's going to understand this?
That's terrible.
I promise, Mom, there are some people
Mom.
that will.
Thanks, Mom.
Just go to one page. I told her, just go to page 143 and read from there to the end, because that just tells a little bit of other than Disney stuff.
Who are all the judges? Do you remember them all?
I'm going to try to remember. I hope I don't miss them.
If you do, we'll put their name up. It's okay.
No, I've got Jerry Cornell. He's with Theme Parkology.
Okay.
Makes awesome Disney
Parkology.
videos. Oh, John, they're incredible. He does mostly Disneyland stuff, but he does some great Jerry. Oh,
okay.
His videos.
I know
are awesome.
Theme Parkology. Love that.
Okay, yeah, it's really good. I recommend it. Randy Crane. He's the author of the book Faith and the Magic Kingdom. Okay. I had read the book. I never dreamed I would ever be collaborating with Randy because I was just, I just thought the world of him and his book, and he's quite a guy. Krista Joy, DisneyWays.com, and she was one of the first ones on board, and she's the one that kind of helped me to get hooked up with Jerry and Randy Crane.
So she knows the Disneyland people.
Right. Jimmy Horn, he owns, I think it's Once Upon a Time Travel, and he's on the Disney Nerds podcast, one of the co-hosts.
Okay.
Great guy, did a great job. He was one of my first judges too.
I came in late in the game.
You did. Dave Kennedy, Dave's Disney View podcast.
Okay.
This guy knows his stuff. I'm so glad he got on board. He really did some tough ones. John Sakari, I think you know him.
Next time I hope to get in earlier.
Yeah, you came in late, so you didn't get any of the main event bouts, but you did some great bouts.
Really interesting stuff.
Well, your famous line. I'm sorry, China, but I love your orange chicken. I just love that line.
I honestly did not realize that all of my judging revolved around how close the attraction was to certain food. I didn't until I read it. I'm like, wow.
It just worked out that way. But that was awesome. I love that line.
When we talked about France, it was because it's close to the bakery. I was like, what? And the ice cream shop.
And another guy we have is Gary Merritt. He's an actual boxing judge that judged over 1,600 professional bouts.
How many bouts did you judge?
Over 100.
Oh, and he did 1,000?
1,600.
Okay, that puts
this
into
guy is a
perspective
real,
for me.
yeah, he did it for 37 years. I only did it for about 10 years.
Well, you've really done it for 38 years.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Another boxing judge, Nathan Palmer from Indiana. He's done hundreds of bouts, and he does world title fights. He's the one that connected me with Gary Merritt, and he's been at Disney World I think 5 times, he said, and he was planning a Disney cruise at the time, and he's a big Disney fan. We just hit it off. Okay, and then another judge, a really special judge, a wonderful lady, Monica Segura. This lady has been to Disney World quite a few times, been to Disneyland. She knows her stuff. She's got a degree in phys ed. She's been to boxing matches, and she's my daughter. So she's totally qualified.
Little bias there.
And so I know that she knows her stuff, and she really does. And then one guy, John, probably the main guy, he wrote the foreword for the book, Len Testa.
Yes.
The unofficial guide to Walt Disney World. He's the first guy I reached out to, and he said yes right away, enthusiastically. You can ask my wife. Awesome. I was so excited. Hon, Len Testa is going to write the foreword for my book. He's going to be one of my judges.
He just hired someone to talk
to
him.
It wasn't that Len Testa. No, it was that Len Testa.
And then you have referees?
There's referees in the book, yeah. There's a couple of them are actual referees that I worked with. When I was judging, these guys were referees in New Mexico. Rocky Burke and Lawrence Cole from Texas. One special referee, John, is a guy named Frank Goodman.
Oh, I know Frank.
You know Frank?
Yeah, but you know what? He photoshopped. He's so skinny and so small.
Yeah, right.
No, he's tiny. Like I couldn't even see him.
Oh, that poor
I
guy.
think when he gets to a door with the electric thing, it doesn't even open for him. So when I saw him, I was like, oh, I didn't know, because I see this muscle guy.
Yeah, but in real life, he's just a little tiny guy. Oh, yeah, right.
How you doing, Frank?
No, don't. Shh.
No, he's a good guy.
Yeah, I met him at Ohana one day.
If he wanted my Dole Whip, I'd give it to him. I don't want to get to a fight.
That's why I said, you've never refereed a match. You want to be a ref. I'm not going to say no.
You want to be friends with Frank Goodman.
He was the masked maniac, professional wrestler. His arms are bigger than my legs. So, I had to get him in there. He's quite a character.
You want to take him with
you want him on your side, yeah. And another guy is Woody Kozlowski. He's a referee in the book. He was originally from Colorado.
Wait, Mike Wazowski?
No, Woody Kozlowski. This guy has 2 eyes. And another judge we have is a guy from California named Zach Young.
All right, so where can we get this book?
Okay, the book is available on Amazon.
Okay.
Paperback or Kindle. You could also go to themeparkpress.com, and it'll tell you about the book there. You can see some excerpts from it. But Amazon's the way to go.
All right, so when Volume 2 comes out, are you coming back?
If you'd have me, I'd love to come back. This is so fun.
Man. Awesome.
The Panda Cave is an awesome place.
Thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate it. I can't wait for Volume 2.
Oh,
and I can't wait to be part of it, really.
Oh, I can't wait, too. I want to give you a better matchup. You got to do a main event.
All right.
All right. I know you can do it. Thanks, John.
And there you have it, show number 44. Thank you again from the bottom of my heart for joining me every month. Next month's guest should be Matt Roseboom from Attractions Magazine. Let me tell you, I was shocked. Matt came to me crying, just on his knees crying, kicking and screaming, John, Panda, please let me be on your show. And I was like, Matt, I don't want to do it. And he gave me a Snickers bar. He gave me other items of wealth and stuff. And I said, oh, okay, Matt, we'll do it. Actually, no, I'm really honored that to have Matt Roseboom on the show. So if he doesn't flake, he will be here. And we will have a pretty cool skit, I think. I have something in mind, a cupcake thing in mind. I don't know. This is just my brain. Once again, if you, a loved one, a family member, or a friend are thinking of going to Walt Disney World, please check out my exclusive sponsor, David's Vacation Club Rentals at dvcrentals.com. You will not be sorry that you check them out. And even if you have hotel reservations already that can be canceled, look at what kind of accommodation you can get for the same or lower price, probably better. So check them out. Until next time, go forth, create pandemonium, and above all, please keep giving out those panda hugs. Come give them to me. I'm here. Thank you so much, guys. Until next time, Panda out. Oh, and I didn't forget, there are 2 very special little people I'd like to say hello to, Ava and Sadie.